Did you know there's a famous phrase that a famous preacher from the late 1900s, Martin Lloyd-Jones, would say to people after his sermons? They would talk with him, and he would always tell them, keep on. Now, it sounds so simple. It maybe even sounds cliche, but that is actually the mantra of the believer, the follower of Jesus, is to keep on, to persevere, to keep going, to dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and to move on, and not to wallow in the mud. And we see that as Palm Sunday approaches. You're going to see this Sunday and hear a lot of messages about the triumphal entry of our Lord Jesus Christ. But I want to back up just a few moments in time before that, when he sets his face to get ready to go to Jerusalem. In Luke chapter 9, we read in verse 51, "Now it came to pass, when the time had come for Jesus to be received up, that he steadfastly set his face to Jerusalem." That's an interesting word and an interesting concept. The decision was made. He decided, today is the day. There's no going back. I am going to go forward. Resolutely, fixed. He had fixed his mind. There's no going back from this now. Imagine, for decades possibly, for over 20 years, our Lord God, remember, this is not just some man. This is God incarnate, who has created the heavens and the earth, every piece of matter. He even created time for us to live in. He created the thing called a soul. This is who is walking on earth right now. And he has decided he is going to go to the cross. Imagine for 20 years in his humanity knowing that once he heads that way, the pain, the suffering, they are going to rip his flesh from his bones. They are going to tear his beard out. They're going to put a helmet of thorns on him that are inches deep that poke through his skull into his brain. He is going to be ripped limb from limb before he ever even gets to the cross. Then the cross will come, the humiliation, the nakedness, the spitting, the mockery. If that weren't bad enough, the wrath. He would feel the full wrath for all the sins of the world that come upon him. And knowing this and dreading this, there's multiple times in the gospel, in the book of John, in chapter 12, you'll read that Jesus says, my soul is troubled for what's about to happen. He says, but what should I say? Should I tell my Father that I can't do this? No. For this purpose I have come. And he set his face steadfastly that I am going to do this no matter the cost. Now that is a God worth believing.